Hi everyone, welcome to another video of mine. So I am at Melbourne Airport. It's currently Saturday afternoon. So I hope everyone's having a nice day. Please don't forget to comment and like as well. And if you haven't done so, please consider subscribing. Just after lunch. So let's see. A plane that's just landing now is a plane from Launceston. And that is a Jetstar Airbus A320, and the flight took 46 minutes. So I am on level 7 of the Terminal 4 car park at the Melbourne Airport. It's a cool day, so the weather is getting cooler now. So I'm not a big fan of the cold. Malaysian Airlines down there, and also Virgin and Thai Airlines. This is quite a nice day. It's quite sunny. It was cloudy earlier in the day, so the cloud is gone. So this is good. Turned out to be a really nice day, which I'm really happy about. The flight that's going to take off next is a flight to Canberra, and that is on a Virgin Australia flight, Boeing 737-7K2, and a flight to Canberra takes around an hour to get there and to get to Canberra. See down there, they actually did some renovations on one of the taxiways, so they can see quite a lot of construction material down there. So I think, don't know if they already started, but let's see. There is a flight going to Xiamen in China, which is going to be departing soon. That is a Xiamen Airlines. I think the flight from here to Xiamen takes about 9 hours to get there. Looks like the Malaysian Airlines plane is going to a taxi, going to the gates. And the flight that just took off here is a flight to Hobart, and that is a Qantas Boeing 737-838. It's going to Hobart. The flight's coming in now is a flight to from Launceston. The flight took 47 minutes, and that's a Virgin Australia flight 737. Public transport today, which took a bit longer on a weekend. So weekdays it's quicker, but weekends there's fewer trains and fewer buses, so it took a bit longer today. I see the Air New Zealand flight getting ready to taxi. I think the Xiamen Airlines plane will be departing soon. There are a few other domestic flights that will be departing as well. looks like. Jetstar flight from here to Sydney will be departing now, and that is an Airbus A321 that is going to Sydney. So it looks like they're using the east-west runway as well as a north-south runway. Xiamen Airlines flight to Xiamen in China is getting ready to depart, and that is a Boeing 787 Dreamliner. It's going to Xiamen in China. Flight to Harvey Bay just departed, and it's in Queensland. So the flight to Harvey Bay, I think, takes about 2.5 hours if I'm not mistaken. So that is Jetstar Airbus A320 that's going to Harvey Bay in Queensland, which is sort of in the mid coast of Queensland. I think it's a couple of hours north of Brisbane. Xiamen Airlines flight is getting ready to depart from China. It is a bit windy today, so unfortunately. Let's see. The flight I just started now, as well as a flight to Coffs Harbour, which is south of Brisbane, and that is a Qantas Boeing 737-838. Flight, I believe, takes about 2 hours to get there. So I see the Malaysian Airlines is now at the gate, so they will be boarding. So I also see Singapore Airlines as well, also Cathay Pacific and Air New Zealand. I think they'll be departing soon, just not exactly sure what time. See any other planes coming landing in the next few minutes. I think a few will be departing soon. This is usually a quieter time just after lunch. So usually it's a lot more busier early in the morning or late at night. And late at night is when most of the international flights come in. Let's see. I do see that Sydney to Johannesburg flight will be flying overhead a bit later on. That is an Airbus A380, and that is going from Sydney to Johannesburg on Qantas. nice day today. So please don't forget to comment and leave a like as well. It will greatly help as well. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. See the Jetstar passengers at the getting off the plane now. Quite a few of them. I think that we may have a couple of minutes of quiet time before any more planes come. Doesn't look like there's too many planes going to be departing in the next couple of minutes. So this is view from Terminal 4 car park. See the Qantas flight there. Jetstar. So Jetstar, this is the budget terminal, Terminal 4. Budget airlines as well. On that side, 3 and 4 as well. So Terminal 2 is where the international flights take off. Terminal 3 is also domestic. There's a Virgin Airlines as well. And Terminal 1, which you can't see from here, that is the Qantas. Hopefully it will come soon. And this is level 7. There's not many cars here today. People are usually parked on levels 1 to 6. And the ground floor is just for the buses, etc. That's what I call a bus. Straight ahead. You can see it from here. The place where I used to go and around planes moving. Not many. Actually, there are quite a few cars there now. Not too many. Now there is the air traffic control. And the other main planes that I took this flight when I was in Adelaide a couple of years ago for a wedding. So and then I left I left around this time a couple of years ago, around 12:30 flight. So it's a bit late today. And the Air New Zealand flight is getting ready to depart. That is a 777, that's 367, and that is going to depart. And the flight takes 3 hours. In other news, Adelaide is going to get direct flights to San Francisco on a seasonal basis. So that will be flown by United. So from what I've heard, it's December to March, but then that would change, and it is going to be flying 3 times a week, which I think is good for Adelaide. They don't have to come to Melbourne or Sydney. So flight to New Zealand is going to be departing now, as you can see there. So that is Air New Zealand, Boeing 777. Short runway. So it's gone a bit blurry, unfortunately. I also do see Melbourne to Nanjing flight will be departing soon as well by China Eastern. It's an Airbus A330. That's not sure exactly when it's going to be departing. And that is an Airbus A320 going to Perth. So the flight takes 4 hours. So that's quicker to go to New Zealand than it is to go across country to Perth on a domestic flight. I have been to Perth, when was it, 13 years ago now. So quite a while ago. There is a Qantas link, and there's a De Havilland Canada -8 going to Albury, which is just north of the Victorian border with New South Wales, and the flight takes about nearly an hour. About 7 minutes time, a flight from Ho Chi Minh City will be landing, and that is a Jetstar flight. That's from Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam. Probably wait till that flight lands and I will finish my video. I have been to Vietnam earlier this year and I would love to go back again. Only went in the night. So please also check out my plane spotting video from Da Nang. I posted it on this channel a few weeks ago. Please check it out. It's a short video, so not much activity. going on when, at the time I went. It was, I think, around 5 p.m. or a bit later than 5 p.m. I was busy doing other touring things. I didn't get much time to do some plane spotting. I hope everyone's having a nice day today. Please don't forget to comment and like, and also if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Looks like the Jetstar flight to Perth will be departing soon. Will be flying overhead in a few minutes. Patiently waiting for it to come. Also the flight from China Eastern flight, if I'm not mistaken, that is going to Nanjing. I really see that also there's another Airlines flight going to Santiago actually, that takes I think 16 hours flies across the ocean, close to Italy, so that's really far. I think one of the longest flights from Melbourne. San Francisco. It's only been an only flight that I've long distance is between Melbourne and San Francisco. I'll probably wait until they go. So if you have made it this far in the video, please comment on which is the longest flight that you have been on. Longest direct flight, I mean. As I said a bit earlier, the longest direct flight I've been on is between Melbourne and LAX. So 15 hours. On a flight to Melbourne and San Francisco one day, and also Melbourne to Santiago. Sorry that I didn't get it this time, but on one of my previous videos, I actually managed to get the Melbourne Sydney to Johannesburg. The flight is just taking off towards the Jetstar flight that's going to Sydney, and there's an Airbus A320. Flight that's going to be landing in a couple of minutes is the flight from Ho Chi Minh City, which is Jetstar Airlines flight, and the Airbus is a Boeing 787 Dreamliner. Sorry about that. Just had to check how much battery I had left. Flight from Ho Chi Minh City just landed, and I believe the flight takes about 8 hours. Jetstar. Next flights that we're actually waiting to take off are the flights to Nanjing and to Santiago. I think they're going to be departing soon. I think the flight to Santiago will be departing first, and after that will be the flight to Nanjing. Just for our landings for a while. Actually, sorry, I was wrong. There's one flight coming in from Sydney soon. In a couple of minutes. It doesn't look like the flight to Santiago in Chile is leaving soon. Which is it's a Sunshine Coast here in Queensland, which is near Brisbane. That's a flight from Ho Chi Minh that just landed a couple of minutes ago. Going to make its way towards the gates. from Sydney will be landing soon. So it's a flight to the Sunshine Coast just took off now. So flight takes roughly 2 hours, and that is Virgin Australia Boeing 737. From Sydney to Melbourne, flight takes about 1 hour and 10 minutes, and that is a Virgin Australia Boeing 737 is landing now. So that's look at the Thai Airlines flight is getting ready to go to the gates that will be going to Bangkok. I'll actually show when it's departing, but it will be departing so shortly. It'll go to the gates first, get the passengers. Looks like the flight to Santiago is actually leaving soon. Wasn't expecting to stay here for so long, but I wanted to take as many flights as possible. My Airways flight is we're waiting for the flight to Nanjing to take off. From Brisbane is going to be landing soon. I could see there's another flight this it is Western Australia Boeing 737 as well as East West Boeing. I think that's going to be the flight to Nanjing. The flight to Nanjing is soon. I'm not exactly too close to the flights departing, so I'm sort of on the south end of the car park. So flight to Nanjing is about to take off. After this flight, I'm going to finish off the video and then make my way home. That flight takes about 9 hours. So thanks everyone for watching. Have a wonderful day. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And see you on my next video. Have a wonderful day.